mid-90s, I started working with an organization, or I helped found an organization called AS in Accion. And, that group of women that I worked with was absolutely instrumental in affirming who I am today. But one of the things that we wanted to do is that we wanted to recognize Latina, lesbianas, and bisexual women and have that intersection in the community. Because at the time, there was the supervisor seat that was open. I think it was Supervisor Achenberg was going on to the Clinton administration, and there was this discussion, well, the mayor needs to make an appointment, and it should be a Latina. And then the gay community was like, well, this is our seat, it should be a gay advocate. And we're like, wait a minute, there are very competent, credible, credentialed Latina lesbianas in the Bay Area that could take this seat. So we founded AS en Acción specifically first to hey, let's consider an appointment. Then we went on to form a nonprofit, again, to affirm Latina, lesbianas, and bisexual women. We work with Águilas, found our community partnerships with different Proyecto Contra SIDA, just trying to do advocacy and promote visibility of being queer and Latino at the same time. But going to your question, our first award ceremony was called Honoring Our Own. And we had it at Don Ramon's in San Francisco. And it was packed. And again, organizing with other Latinas and Latinos, my queer Latino brothers and sisters, absolutely formed who I am and affirmed everything that I am. And I don't think I would be where I am today if I hadn't had that experience. Where we made a lot of progress is that we don't have to move out of our hometowns. We don't have to leave the valley. I'm in San Antonio, Texas right now. And, we don't have to think about going to cities like New York or San Francisco. People can stay in Central California. People can stay in the suburbs of Chicago, or, you can find pockets of queer culture and community in the Midwest. But what's disappointing, or what I think is heartbreaking or difficult to absorb, is that we still have to keep fighting. And the attacks on the transgender, our trans youth, is just incredible. And that we have to keep fighting for those gains. I think that's where it feels like we haven't made much progress. It feels like, wait, we thought we developed this consciousness and that we had family support all over. But the truth of the matter is, if anything that I've learned, is that we have to keep visible, we have to keep fighting, and we have to keep luchando. I would say you're going to be okay. Va a salir bien. But I'd also want to let little Maria know that it's going to be hard. You're going to go through some hard times, but you're going to be okay. Because I don't, want to say that coming out is easy. There is always a struggle that you're going to come out with. And, I want to say that, like a lot of queer youth, I went through a difficult time. I felt like in my teens and 20s, my life was very segregated, or very, there was different compartments. There was Maria, who was, the perfect granddaughter and the perfect, the overachieving, student. And, and then at work, my first professional jobs, I was like the number one paralegal, I did some great work. But on the weekends, no, I was like, at the club and, partying, and no one knew that, I was straight, no one, you wouldn't recognize Maria, on the dance floor and Maria at Thanksgiving at home. It was so, I was so segmented. And then that broke down. I couldn't live a lie anymore. And I found myself, in an ER room after attempting suicide. And I remember, when I came out to my family on, on a gurney to my tias saying, and that's the first thing when they came in, like, what's going on? I was like, I have to tell you I'm gay. They kind of rolled their eyes and said, that doesn't matter. We want you to be okay. And that started my long journey.